In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a business plan for 2024. The method I'm going to share with you today, I have deployed hundreds of times, both when working as a finance director in big corporate global companies with multi-million pound turnover and when working with small businesses in the UK too. So rest assured this method will work for you regardless of what size business you've got. And more importantly, it's really simple to follow and it's quick to do, meaning you're not wasting hours and days of your time analysing numbers and trying your best to predict the future. Step 1. I want you to predict the most likely outcome for 2024 based on where you are today. Now, the easiest way to do that is to take your numbers for the last 12 months and extrapolate them forward for any changes. Now, don't take the annual number. It's important that you have a look at the month by month numbers so that you can have a look at any trends and make sure that you're adjusting accordingly. Particularly with inflation in 2023, this means that your sales number that you were doing in January 2023 should be increasing in January 2024 to allow for inflation. So that's why if you have a look at the monthly numbers, you should be able to see these trends. So you simply need to plot for all of 2024 on a monthly basis what you think your sales and costs are going to be. Now, when I'm doing this for my business, I normally take the most recent month and then just extrapolate that out and say, what do I know is going to change? So what committed costs have I already got? What new employees have I already offered employment contracts to? What is changing that I'm already committed to and is guaranteed locked into 2024? That is what we're trying to predict here. Now, the reality is in small businesses, actually your cost base probably doesn't fluctuate that much month on month. So therefore, most of your time can go on predicting your sales revenue for next year. But remember what I said, it's your most likely outcome for 2024 based on where you are today. So I don't want you thinking yet about any fancy marketing campaigns you can do or any new sales team members you're going to bring in. Just based on exactly what is in your business today, your current marketing expenditure, your current website, your current product line. If all of that continued throughout next year, where would you be at the end of the year? And that's one of the reasons why this method is really simple, and doing step 1 shouldn't take you more than about an hour. Now, the good news is if you get to the end of step 1 and you're happy with your sales and your profit, then you can stop. You don't need to go any further. You just need to let this year play out and make sure that you're reviewing your numbers, that you're keeping on track and that you get the sales and the profit that you want. But if you do want to grow your business, then keep watching and I will talk you through just 2 more steps of how you can plan for 2024. But I just want to pause quickly and tell you about something else that I've developed which I really think will help you to grow your business. It's a free assessment which will help you to understand exactly where your blind spots are when it comes to growing your business, and it will give you actionable recommendations that you can implement in your business right away, which will help you make more financially sound decisions that will help you to increase your profits, improve your cash flow and grow your business. So I will put a link in the comment below and it's also in the description. You can get it if you visit our website too. It's called the Profit Cash Growth Assessment. It's completely free, takes less than 5 minutes to do, and I'm so sure it will help you to grow your business. Okay, so back to doing your business plan for 2024. So far, what you've done is you've mapped out the most likely result of this year based on everything that is in place at the moment. Your current team, your current marketing plan, your current product range. What's the most likely outcome for 2024? But if you're not satisfied with the profit that delivers to you, then of course you need to do something to keep moving your business forward and growing. And step 2 is to define exactly what that more is. What is it that you want to achieve in your business? And this is where setting realistic goals comes in. Now, there is no right or wrong answer for how long you should set your goals for or how big your goals should be. Some people will tell you to create a vision and break it down into smaller milestones, and others will say just focus on 6 to 12 months at a time. Honestly, I've done both ways and there is no right or wrong answer that delivers better results. What is important is that you do have a clearly defined goal, and the best way to do this is to use the SMART methodology. So that means that when you set a goal, you need to make it specific, measurable, achievable, time-bound and realistic. Now, personally, I am the type of person that likes to set big goals. I often think that if you shoot for the stars, then you do stand a great chance of landing on the moon. So in my opinion, the bigger the better, but go with what you are comfortable with. And again, step 2, thinking about your goals. Probably a lot of us are already be quite clear on where we want our businesses to go and what we think our goals could be. So this shouldn't take you more than an hour or so to set your goals. And like I say, use the SMART methodology and make sure that they're measurable. This is really, really important. And what we mean by measurable is setting out what does success look like. So if you have a goal, for example, of increasing your turnover, that's so woolly. You know, an extra pound of turnover means that you've hit that goal. How much do you want to increase your turnover by? Do you want to increase it by 5 million? Do you want to increase it by 200,000? Write that down. Okay, so step 3, and this is my favorite bit of doing any budget or planning process, and that is to write down all of your ideas of what you need to do to achieve your goal. Now, I like to refer to this as the wish list, others call it the shopping list, whatever terminology you want to give to it. And what this is a list of everything that you want to do in your business. So it could be things like adding more team members to your business, it could be coming up with a new product range, opening a new office location, redeveloping your website, or even increasing your marketing spend. I want you to write down all the ideas that you have that will help you to achieve the goal that you set in step 2. And if you do have a team, then actually this can be a really fantastic way of involving your team in this process and also making them really feel engaged and connected to the goals for next year. Because the more people feel like they have an impact and they have control over their objectives and their actions, then the more likely they are to implement them well and achieve them. So this can be a really fun team activity. Get everybody together, scribble on a whiteboard, jot down everything, no matter how wild or wacky it may seem. Okay, so moving on to step 4 then. What we're going to do is we're going to take our wish list that we've just created at step 3, and we are going to try and rank it in the things that you think will have the most impact on you achieving your goal. Now, of course, in business, we always have a primary goal of delivering profit. It's the reason that every business exists, is to make money. We've all got bills to pay, and therefore we cannot get away from the need to make money. So when you're ranking these on impact, you do also need to be thinking about how much profit you think that they will deliver to your business. But you don't need to go into too much detail at this stage. We're just going to rank them based on your intuition and your gut, because you know your business and you have a good idea as to what will be the most effective. Then I want you to take the top 3 and do a more detailed analysis. I want you to map out for over the next 3 years the income and the costs associated with this project. So for example, if you had on your wish list that you want to redevelop your website and you think that that would be the number 1 thing that would help you to grow your business, then do a monthly plan for the next 3 years that shows all of the costs associated with that new website and all of the revenue that that new website will deliver to you. So you have now mapped out a 3-year plan for the top 3 items on your wish list that you think are going to have the biggest impact to grow your business. And you now need to make a decision with which one you are going to move forward with. And you are only going to move forward with one because focus is so incredibly important to success. So pick one based on not only the profitability, but perhaps how easy you think it's going to be to implement in your business, and also the risks associated with it too. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take the analysis that we prepared at step 1, that was the most likely outcome for 2024 based on your conditions today, and you're going to overlay the mini budget that you have just done for your one item that you are moving forward with from your wish list, and that gives you a plan for 2024. Now, I don't want you to add in any more items from your wish list. You just need to focus on one project at a time, because even when I've worked in big businesses, being agile is incredibly important, and there's no point doing reams and reams of detailed analysis and spending hours doing this, because at the end of the day we are just trying to predict the future. What's more important is that you are looking at your actual results on a monthly basis, and you are tracking if you are on target to achieve your goal or not. Are you where you thought you were going to be, and are you moving in a direction that you are comfortable with towards your end goal? And only once the item from your wish list is fully implemented will you then take something else from your wish list and implement that, and you can repeat this whole planning process again. Now, one of the reasons why I really like using this method for planning is because most of your time and energy goes onto looking at the costing and cash flow of new activities, because at the end of the day If your business is running okay at the moment and your profit is at an okay level and your cash flow is at an okay level, then you don't need to spend hours analysing taking your existing business and rolling that forward to a new year. There's not going to be any value in that. What you want to focus on is understanding the newer activities and how that will impact your profit, how that will impact your cash flow, and how that will impact the growth of your business. Now, of course, that's not to say that there isn't an opportunity to improve the profit and your cash flow, but that is a task that you should be doing on a monthly basis when you're looking at your management accounts, and it's not something that I would recommend that you try and roll into the annual planning process. So I'd love to hear from you exactly what you're planning for 2024. What's on your wish list? What did you discard? And what one activity did you choose to move forward with to grow your business? So add a comment below, and don't forget to ask me if you've got any questions at all. I'm more than happy to help.